Hey, Chris.
Hey, thank you so very much for doing this. It's probably the most important interview that I've ever done in my life.
Why? Tell people. I know why.
Because of the subject matter. My kid, cancer, pediatric cancer.
You think Criss Angel is this guy, and that does all these crazy things, hangs from fish hooks and floats 500 feet without any fear above the ground. And then you see me sobbing, and I can't stop sobbing because it's so real. It's not an illusion.
What is the health report for your son right now? I mean, I think you just rang a bell a couple days ago. What is the next milestone you're looking for?
I'm looking for him to be in remission forever. He'll always have to be going to the doctor periodically to get blood tests to make sure there's no cancer cells that appear. And that's what happened the first time he went into remission. It was about a year, and then I noticed his testicle was swollen, and that's one of the signs. Cancer in boys hides either in a testicle or in the head. So we're just very aware of that. And really, I feel like the work is just starting, with what I want to do.
I want to raise hundreds of millions of dollars. It sounds like a big dream, but I make my dreams reality, and I'm going to make this a reality.
I'm trying to build an escape camp for kids with cancer that can come, that don't have the means. They can come for free with their families, stay 3 days, 2 nights, ride off-road vehicles, eat for free. I opened up a restaurant called Kablip to feed them. So there's a lot of work that I want to do. I want to raise a lot of money. I want to raise awareness. And that's what this documentary really does show. It shows my family, how vulnerable we were. It's a 13-minute documentary short film. It took place 6 years. I shot it in Australia, shot it here in Nevada. And I don't need anybody to give a penny. I just want them to watch it and share it, and they can get it on Criss Angel Instagram, on my profile, or my YouTube page, which is Criss Angel as well. And because no network, no streaming platform, no one would take it for free. No one wants to look at reality when it comes to pediatric cancer. It's really sad.
10% of kids that go through the treatment, they don't even make it, not because of the cancer, but because of the types of medicines they have to put in their body. 10% lose their lives.
I watched 1095, your documentary about this experience, and I wonder, so many challenging parts: before treatment, during treatment for your son, Johnny Christopher, right after treatment, your wife, what she's going through. What was the hardest part for you, most challenging part?
Seeing my kid, going through hell, not understanding what was going on and thinking that this is what all kids go through. Kids are resilient, and there's hope. Science has come a long way. My child had a type of cancer called ALL. It was 95% curable, but unfortunately somebody had to make up the 5%, and that's why he had a relapse. But there is hope, and if we just look at this as a global problem, it's not just, kids in America, it's worldwide. We need to come together. We need to raise awareness. We need to go to, the powers that be at the government and try to get more funding, and try to get pharmaceutical companies to really try to find a cure. And I'd love to go and speak, at the floor, and bring this up and show people why this is so important. And that's what I hope 1095 does, because it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're rich, poor, black, white, famous or not. Cancer affects us all. I lost my father to cancer, but your child, it's just a horrible situation, and we can do better.
In caring for your son, did you decide to be a certain way, demeanor-wise, in front of him, and then sort of let your hair down to sort of when you were not with him? What's that like?
Well, yeah, it's very difficult. I'm a very emotional, sensitive person, believe it or not. And, around my son, the positivity, the mind controls the body. The body's a slave to the mind, and you are what you think. And so for me, the messaging always had to be positive, optimistic, always trying to give him short-term goals so he could look forward for, so he could get through the difficult times, the difficult days, to have that one amazing day. And I've been very blessed to have the wherewithal to be able to provide, those experiences for him to look forward for. Most families don't have the resources to do that, and that's why I wanted to create the escape camp, because it's so important to give kids hope, because you have the physical sickness, but you have the mental well-being to get you through the physical. And that's a really important component. People don't realize mind, body, and spirit all works together.
All right, let's do it. Let's start to levitate.
Did you find yourself coming home after, coaching your little guy through it and just coming apart at the seams and letting it all out?
Always. And I'm, it's so uncontrollable, because you see these kids and I'm around them. I'm at Cure for the Kids here in Nevada, which is a clinic which accepts all kids, whether they have insurance or not, and they treat them. And I'm around these kids. I throw parties for these kids. They have my cell phone number if they feel like they want to talk to me. And it's very, very, very emotional. And just thinking about it gets me worked up about it. So I just want people don't have to change the trajectory of their life. I just want people to be aware, to watch this short film, to share it, and to realize that they're not immune from it. It affects one child every 2 minutes, 15,000 kids a year in America alone that are diagnosed with this disease.
And only 4% of the budget in this country goes to pediatric cancer, right? The other 96 is for adults.
It's disproportionate. It's unbelievable. And kids don't have a voice. And I see these kids every day. I've been doing work with children before I was Criss Angel, Mind Freak, or any of that. I started out in 2001 working with children in New York, and it's been my life mission. And then I had a child actually had the disease and have been battling this disease now for about 6 years, and it completely changes your life. And for a lot of folks that don't have the wherewithal, during COVID, we donated over 50,000 meals. So it's really why I believe I've been so fortunate to be blessed with the success that I have with Mind Freak at Planet Hollywood, my new show, A Mystica at Planet Hollywood, that's coming up March 11th. I'm just trying to be a light, shine a light on this cause, and trying to raise money and trying to raise awareness. And every single cent that I raise, 100% goes to the cause. Nothing comes out for any expense of any kind. I fund it all out of my pocket.
It's amazing. You've become, what's happened in your life, right? You're so evolved. You're living life on the second mountain, living life for other people. That's when you really that's where happiness comes from. Isn't it amazing how you had the path you have to take? It's just incredible. And it's a small blessing, but boy, was that painful.
Yeah, I realized very soon that 50 cars don't make you happy, that 25,000 square foot house doesn't make you happy, fame, all that stuff. I believe it's a blessing in my life to do the greater good, the greater work for children. Like Mind Freak is the #1, magic show, and probably up there with just general shows in Las Vegas. We've had our best show, our best week we've ever had since I've been here for, almost 2 decades. A Mystica, my new show's opening up. I have so many different projects. I don't care about money. I don't care about those things. What I really care about is this. This is my mission. This is what I want to do. Yes, that stuff is important to me, but it's just a vehicle to help others. And the feeling you get when you do something for others is far greater than anything you can buy.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.